Okay, so negative 5, 4, you should be ahead of me. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a line. It's not a segment, but a line. We're going to connect those dots. I don't know if you have any ability to do that better than what I can do or not. And then we're just going to look at the triangle and count. Some of you probably have issues counting. Because remember what slope is. What is slope? Rise over run. So if we get there, today what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a point, tell you what the slope is, and you get to find another point to graph it. Okay, so is this a positive or negative slope? It's going down. So I know it's negative. So all I have to do is count. I don't have to worry about order. But if I want to worry about order, I'm starting here and going left. How many spaces? See, I was at 2, 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 on the x's. I do my x's first. It matters not. It's up to you guys. And then how much does this rise? Think of the temperature today. It's not going to do much rising, by the way. 3. We did get off a better deal today than I expected. I said negative 15 for the low, but it only got to negative 11. And that's our slope. Now, for those of you who are new and for those of you who are old, I'm going to remind you, slope is nothing more than a number that measures how steep something is. Okay, Anna? It's how steep it is. So some of you like to go skiing. Do you like steep hills? Some of you might like steep hills. What was I watching a little bit? It just happened to be on the TV. They were skiing down mountains, and it was like this. There's no way. It was like almost vertical. There's no way I'd do it. They go flying through the air. If you're going to do that, make sure you practice well before you try to do something hard like that. But that's all it is. Temperature, like when I say it's negative 11 this morning, it's just a number that tells us how cold it is. Well, if you're in Celsius, negative 15 is negative 26 Celsius. So when I communicate, I have a lot of international friends. They don't know Fahrenheit, so I have to convert over to Celsius to try to explain to them how cold it is. Because my friend from Egypt thinks it's cold when it's 40 degrees. Well, that's because they don't have any heat. They have no furnaces in Egypt. So when it's 40 degrees, your house goes down. Yeah, they have no way. I don't know how they stay warm. They do get cold. But in the summertime, it gets hot. And most, because they're so poor, don't have air conditioning either. And it's sweltering because you're right by the desert. So that's kind of interesting. But these are just numbers to measure. Well, they talk in a different number system. So when I say it's negative 15 degrees, they don't understand how cold that is. So I have to convert over. So slope, we've agreed to be a ratio of how far over to how far up. I'm putting a garage, and we had to worry about the slope of the driveway and the slope of the roof itself, the roof line. And it's not too bad. I don't know how steep it is, but my dog will be able to climb up there. My cat's already been up there. She's so naughty, or he is so naughty. Okay, so let's plot these points. Go ahead and work ahead of me, and then find the slope. I like to see the picture myself. Unfortunately, if you're in science class, you can't do it this way. So it's 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go down 1. So you're in the third quadrant. Remember our quadrants? 1, 2, 3. Isn't that on your iPad? No. Really? Should be. She's got it. Oh, it's there. Right now?
Yeah, I know this already.
Oh, yeah, it's there. We're not there yet.
Yeah,
No, we did this. Make sure you're in the right place. And it's not on this one. I don't know why it's not on that one. Okay, that is. It's not on their packets. It's on the iPad, though. I believe it's on the iPad. But you're right, it's not in their packets. But you can still do this. Yes? 1, 1, 2, 3. Because in the real world, when you don't know something, you look it up, And you use your references. You need to know how to do that.
It's letter H in the packet.
Oh.
You know what?
Is the packet not lined up or something?
Use that. It's letter H.
Oh, no. No.
Just looks a little
You're on the iPad, so it's in the right place on the iPad. It should be.
3-1.
Oh, it's not there.
So it's letter H. Find letter
It's like C.
Wait. H. I'm upside down, so I don't know. No, it's okay. Well, that's weird.
-3, -1, or 1, 3.
Oh, there it is. I don't know why it's out of order, but it's out of order. I didn't go out of order. Okay, let's draw the line.
Did you guys find it?
It's letter H. Somebody might want to come up and do this. All you got to do is count. Oh, is that positive or negative? We're going uphill, right? Positive. How many over? Now, some of you can just count. That's nothing wrong with counting. This is 4 spaces away, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many up or down? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's equal to 1. We reduce our answers, by the way. Some of you didn't reduce your answers, even though I said reduce your answers. Another way to look at it is, let's look at the change in the x's. This is 1 going down to -3. That's a -4. Let me write it there. But this is 3 going down to -1. That's also a -4. As long as I'm consistent, I'll still get the same number. Okay, if you slide to the next page, I think it's going to work, but I'm not going to swear to it. And I'm sorry. Okay, do we have this one, I? Should be the next one. Slide. Again, plot the points, draw the line, and find the slope. Oh, and this is a special one, because this is on the y-axis. But we don't know that yet. There you go. Yeah, go ahead, and I'm going to give you a second to try it. First decide, is it positive or negative, because that's easy. Yeah, you might have to make if you're working on your iPad, you might have to make it big. Okay, so go ahead and graph that, Nick. 0, unless you want to go up the board and do it. 0, -3. Especially if you're going to take this test.
Well, you're going to have to, this goes into doing everything by mathematical formula.
No, 0, -3 is on the y-axis. You got it right. Okay, be careful where you put this, Gabe. Gabe, where am I going to put 0, -3?
You know what? Stay in the middle.
Nope. This is go to the left, nothing. It's alphabetical. You remember how to graph points? 1, 2, 3. Plot your point, Gabe. And what's this one? I'm going to do what? Start at the origin and go which direction? How many? 1, and then I'm going to do what? Go down 1. So I've got to do this little triangle, which isn't very pretty on mine. This is 1. How many is this? No. It's 2. Careful, I'm off a little bit on my line. Now, is it 1/2 or is it 2/1? It's 2/1. It's the rise over the run. It's the change in y over the change in x. Do you remember in this, Michael? Michael, question? Do you remember this? Is it positive? Yes. Let's try the next one. I think you probably have to slide a page. See if you can get the negative 4, 0 on the right axis. It's easy to get it wrong. I have to think pretty hard too. It's alphabetical. You start at the origin. If I'm going to do that one first, am I going to go to the left or am I going to go down? Am I going to go to the left or down? Oh, I guess I don't want to do that. What's this going to do? Josh, what's that going to do, left or down? Yeah. No, this is on the x's. That's not slope. These are plotting points. So, and slope can always be written as a fraction. So you're going to start here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do it just like you do on your iPad. What about the next one? Nick? What's this one going to do? Well, this one stays on the axis because you're not going to go up. What about this one? Left, and then what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, you took a final on it. You did fairly well. I was impressed. And then we're going to count. Whoops, too many. So, George, can you help me count this one? What's this side? I'm sorry, what? 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's the problem. Is it 3/4 or 4/3? Okay, it's the up. Goes on the top because that's up. And this is the over. Is it positive or negative? You're going up the hill, so it's positive. If you think about it, you start here, you go 3 units to the right, so it's plus. Then you're going to go up 4 flights, and that's also plus. Okay, ready for the next one? Maybe? Oh, that one's not too bad. Where's 0, 0? Origin. Can I do this? Oh, I can do that. I have to pick up a pen. Huh. Okay, 3, -4. Where's that going to be? Careful, it's x and y. So I always go over and then go up or down. So it's 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, and then down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're not getting this, make sure you raise your hand and ask for help. And I'm going to draw that line. Okay, let's draw the triangle. Okay, Ted, how big is this? That's 3. How big is this one? 4. Now, is this positive or negative? Because you're going to go down the hill. So it's negative. Oh, I can still see that. Which goes on the top? Michael? The 4 or the 3? 50-50 chance. 4. He's going, got that one right. So it's 4/3. But it's negative. Does that make sense? Now, we're not using slope formula. I'd have to use slope formula if I'm in science class because science numbers are not going to be nice numbers because they're real world numbers. These are to help you learn the concepts. But in the real world, you never get nice numbers, ever. I don't know what the slope of my roof is on my garage, but I'm sure it's not nice numbers. And they put the garage door in yesterday, and that's super cold weather. Were they crazy? No. Okay, how about this one? -3, 2. So that's my x, and that's my y. Anybody want to come up and do this? You can't get this one wrong. Alex, I'm going to start at the origin and do what? No, this is x. So this is the over and the up. So we got to write it down. If you can't remember it, that's okay, because you can take notes. You can use notes. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do what? Up 2. Is it easy to get them mixed up? Yeah, it's really easy to get them mixed up. Although this one I can mix up and get it right, because they're both the same. So I'm going to start at the origin. I'm going to go to the right 2 and up 2. Oh, that's interesting. This is a special line. What's it called when you get a line that's flat like that? Now you're talking about slope. No, I'm not asking that. It's called a horizontal line. You sleep horizontally. At least I think you do. Unless you have a bad cold, in which case then you may not be sleeping horizontally because it's too hard to breathe. And what's true about the slope? The slope is 0, because to go over here, you might go over, whatever, five spots, but you're not going to go up at all. So it's 0. And 0 divided by 5 is 0. I want you to divide these out. Use a calculator. By the way, calculators are always allowed in this class. So you may use a calculator at any time. So if you don't know what 0 divided by 5 is, put it on your calculator. My goal is for you to get the right answer with the right process. Okay? So no more getting stuff wrong. Not allowed in here. If you get it wrong, you got to fix it. If they did my garage wrong, which they did, which is why they put the garage door in yesterday, because they ordered it and Menards came up with the wrong color. So they had to ship it back. It was not okay that it was wrong. It's not okay for things to be wrong. We have to fix things. Uh-oh. Now these are using slope formula. Do you remember slope formula? That's on the next sheet. Is it? Well, we could review that tomorrow. We could do some graphing with slope. Either this. It should be there. Yeah, we did those. Yeah, there it is. You should have that one written down. It's the bottom of the page we just were on. Just take my smart boards and making PDFs now. Yeah, because we did not do very well on this last semester. Some people did, some people didn't. Okay, Michael? Here's my slope formula. The slope is equal to the difference in the y coordinates. Difference means subtract. Okay, Gabe? Over the difference in the x coordinates. Order matters because you're subtracting. So this is a proven method, Rusbin, if you do this. I like to see you put parentheses in anytime you substitute a number in for a letter. Anytime. So I'm going to put a parentheses for the y values over and parentheses for the x values. That's a little easier for me to write on my smartboard than it is for you on your iPad. I know that. Although you've been doing this now for a while, so you should be actually pretty good. And then just to remind myself, this is the y and this is the x. And now they're ordered pairs. They're partners. Whoops, I got to slide it up. Can't see the numbers. And so what I do with these is I write them vertically because I get them all goofed up. It's 2, 2, and 4, 0. And then this is the x, and this is the y. So I'm going to use a little bit of color here, and I want the y's to go in the numerator. Okay, it doesn't matter to me which y value you use. Once you choose one, everything's set in stone. Which y value do you want, Gabe? Doesn't matter. Which are the y values? Give me the two y values, Gabe. Does it matter? So you want to put 0 here, then what will go here? I'm looking at the y's. I'm sorry, my board's off a little bit. No. Look at what I've got hidden by my hand. It's 2. Those are the y coordinates. A number of you are subtracting the x and the y. It's the y's in the numerator. Now, 0 is partnered with 2, right? I'm sorry. 0 is partnered with 4, so what has to go here? 4. And 2 is partnered with 2. And now I'm going to get the right answer, assuming I can do the arithmetic. But I let you use a calculator, so who cares? And if you want me to show you the fancy way to do this on your calculators, I can. We still got to get the right order. So, Michael, what's 0 take away 2? Negative 2. And 4 take away 2 is 2. Can I reduce that?
Yep.
Yes. What is that? negative 1. Well, we got to get this because every math class you ever do is going to have something with slope in it. So those of you who say, oh, I just don't like this unit, we're going to be doing a lot with slope for probably the next whole quarter with lines because it's critical.
When you have 5,
Yes.
next year you do a lot of this.
Right. So I'm going to get myself ready here. My slope is equal to y1 minus y2. So I'm going to get my parentheses out. And I realize sometimes I go too fast, so you have to tell me. And then I'm also going to write these ordered pairs. I'm going to rewrite them. Negative 3, 6, 1, comma 2. Some of you are going to get this wrong because you don't want to do this. But I tell you, I've been teaching for 34 years, and this works. Writing them vertically. And now I'm going to color in the y's. You could do the x's first, but I'm going to be consistent and do the y's. Okay, so now, knowing that, what's my first y value? It doesn't make any difference. Josh, what do you want to put in? Michael? Which y value do you want in here? What are the y values? I'm going to hide these. 6 and, no, I don't see a 4 there. 6 and 2. I don't see a 4 there at all. So which one do you want to put here? I don't care. 6. Then Michael, what has to go here? 2. No choice. Now, 6 is partnered with who? Missy, why is your stuff put away? Why is your stuff put away? We're not done. Oh, we're going to be done with this problem, though. And then, what's the only number I got left? I use this one, I use this one, and this one. I have no choice. It's 1. I'm trying to do it logically. What's 6 take away 2? 4. Now be careful here. What's a negative 3 and a negative 1? No, negative 4. That's why I say use your calculators. So it gives you what? Negative 1. Okay, so we will not have homework. We'll stop right here. And I think we start with the new, we'll start with this last problem tomorrow. And then we'll do some new stuff. Oh. Okay, that's fine. And then I will put this, there'll be a video.